Hello everyone and welcome to Adventures in Coriolis. Come to you today from the Dream World Resort here at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That's right, we are back to experience Dollywood's Flower and Food Festival. And actually, Dolly Parton herself is on property for the first time in over a year. Dolly came to be on Good Morning America today. Dolly Parton and Robin Roberts were live from Dollywood. Dolly actually stayed right here at her suite at Dream World last night. So very excited. Hopefully we're gonna see Dolly on park today somewhere. It is raining, but right now it's time to get this Smoky Mountain adventure started. So the current time is 9:30. Dollywood opens at 10. Now normally I'd like to already be over there, but because of the rain, it's also pretty chilly. It's 48 degrees on the 12th of May. So that's pretty unusual, but a cold front is coming through today. But that's all besides the point. Gonna head over in just a few minutes to the Flower and Food Festival. Now this is the second year that Dollywood has done this festival. Of course, last year it was delayed a bit due to the pandemic, but when Dollywood did reopen in June, they reopened with the Flower and Food Festival. So excited to see what kind of things the park has in store this year and what all we might see in terms of flower and what we might be able to eat in terms of food around the park. Now, Dollywood has introduced a food lanyard this year. You could purchase that ahead of your visit. I did purchase one of those, so we're gonna show you all about that, how you get that, where to pick it up, and if it's worth it, what kind of food you can get on it. There she is, here under the umbrella.
Oh, I just want to see. Look how little she is. Her just tiny.
She's getting on the van.
Is she going to leave tonight?
We don't know.
We don't know. They said they canceled the parade, right?
As of now, the parade is canceled because of the rain.
Also did hear down there from a security guard that the park was planning to have Dolly parade around the park today, which I didn't know because of the pandemic if she would or not, but now because of the weather, that's still up in the air. So stay tuned. We'll see if we see Dolly in a parade. And it'll be the second time we've seen Dolly at Dollywood today. But gonna try to head around all the way back around through the park and over to the Dream Song Theater to see Dolly's. It used to be the My People show, but I'm not quite recalling right now what it's called, but gonna try to catch that. It's wet and it's cold. I had to buy this, I went in the appointment and bought this hoodie because all I have was a t-shirt and shorts. Not the wisest choice for me for wardrobe today, but making the most of a rainy day here at Dollywood. And I'll note here that even though it is raining, a lot of the roller coasters are still running. A lot of the rides are still operational, I think until they get lightning within the vicinity. But Fire Chaser Express is going here. We saw Mystery Mine going. Saw Wild Eagle going as well, so at least those rides continue to operate despite the rain. I know a lot of folks have been curious about Dreamland Drive-In. They have this advertisement here showing that it will be coming back June 25th through October 10th. So it looks like whenever Flower and Food wraps up, Dreamland Drive-In will be back. So we do have time saver passes from the resort and also our food lanyard pass. So this is where you come over here by the Dream Song Theater. Thank you.
You're welcome. On the ticket.
So here are the beef nachos. A lot of folks are questioning if with the pass if you got the full size or if they gave you just a sample size. And this looks like the full size to me. It's regular $10.99, but of course the pass itself was 28 bucks. So we're already at $11 right here. So if we get 5 entrees today, like what we're supposed to get with the pass, that's more than going to be worth it. So let's see what these are like in a pork pack. So these are pretty good so far. This is like a wonton noodle, the actual nacho themselves. And there's some beef on there, some green onion, and this, I don't know what this is called. And then some sauce, which is really, really good. It's some sweet Korean sauce that they put on it. So just got up from eating and it started to rain again. It's very chilly. My feet are wet, so I'm very cold. But those nachos are very good. Heard a lot of mixed reviews on them, but I don't understand that because I really enjoyed them. It was a great first option, and it makes me excited to see what all the other food is like. So highly recommend. Gonna give the Bulgogi Nachos a thumbs up. Definitely try it if you come to Flower and Food Festival here at Dollywood. So now over here again by the Dream Song Theater, because we've been hearing a lot of rumors that at the 1:30 show here, Harmonies of the Heart, which is of course featuring Dolly's family, that Dolly herself may make an appearance, or at least be herself present in the audience to watch her family perform. She typically does this, or at least has done this a few times in the past. So there's a lot of folks trying to get into the show. I'm in line for it now. Have folks waiting in line for me and with me. They have just cut off the line because they think there's going to be too many people. I did just see on the other side of this building a lot of security and stuff. So still feel like Dolly's still on park. The show starts at 1:30, so fingers crossed that we're about to be in a show with Dolly Parton maybe.
Hey. Oh, hi everybody. Hi again, louder. Anyway, I just want to say hello to all of you and welcome to the show. I usually get up on stage and talk, but they've worked up a new show, my family, so I'm going to sit here and enjoy it with them, with some more of my family. So we've all been vaccinated, so we're all good. We're wearing a mask to be safe. So anyhow, we want to thank you for coming and hope you enjoy the show. And I'm going to sit here and enjoy it too. So we'll talk to you later. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
So that was awesome. In all my years of coming to Dollywood, I've never actually seen Dolly Parton here, but we were in the theater with her and in the show with her, and as you saw there, she talked to the audience before, and we got to see her all throughout the show. She sat in the second row and just cheered on her family, and you could tell she was really enjoying the show, and then she waved to the crowd at the end. So it's pretty cool to see Dolly Parton up close and personal here at Dollywood for the first time ever for me. So highlight of the day, nothing else can top that for me today. So here's that dining pass lanyard, and again, you pick it up where I showed earlier, over there by the Dream Song Theater. You see we got the nachos earlier, so they punched it as one, but you do get 5 items, so choose those wisely. Some of these items look like they're like $10.99 a piece, so really you could get a really good bargain on this. All right, so went for the lobster roll here, and then it came with a bag of chips. This looks okay. I'm not gonna judge it too harshly before I eat it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it tastes. For lobster roll and chips that you can get there, just beside Aunt Granny's. All right, so the first critique I have of this, and I want to go ahead and show you now so you can see it. Take a look at that bun. It's just you know, whatever, standard bun, but it's not toasted. Typically, at least most of the lobster rolls I've ever had have been on a toasted bun. So when you bite into this, it's just all cold. It's like a cold cut sandwich. So I suspected that lobster roll was not it, folks. I would skip that. It's $9.99 if you don't have the lanyard. I don't know, it was just cold and it wasn't very good. I wish it had come with maybe fries instead of chips. Yeah, maybe skip that one. Or actually, my mom is over in line now to get a hot dog or a corn dog over at the corn dog and fries stand. Just because we didn't really like that very much and didn't get full from it. So there are better options here at Dollywood, I promise, than the lobster roll. So here's the foot-long hand-dipped corn dog and fries. I'm a little disappointed because the fries used to actually be hand-cut, twisty fries, and these are frozen. These are not the same that they used to have. The topiaries and things around the park here for Flower and Food Festival are actually the same topiaries as they had last summer for the first Flower and Food Festival. So if you're coming and you came last year, you're probably going to notice a lot of the same things. The lanyard, I think, for the food is actually one of the new additions for the festival this year, as opposed to there being a lot of new topiaries and things like that. Also, I'll mention here, you notice that I'm not wearing my mask all the time. That's because Dollywood has sort of relaxed a little bit their mask policy. If you're outside, if you're walking around in areas where you can have social distancing, then you do not have to wear a mask at all times. So if you're indoors in shops, in lines, on the trolley, on the tram, anything like that, you have to have your mask on. But if you're just outside standing, not in close proximity to other folks, you can take your mask down and get some fresh air and smell the flowers and the food. So last time I came a couple months ago for season pass holder preview day, Lightning Rod wasn't open, but now it is, and this could be the first time I ride it since they retracked it over the off season last year and during part of the on season as well. So gonna check out Lightning Rod. So Lightning Rod is new and improved. The retracking of it was awesome. It's not rough anywhere now. A very smooth ride, and it just feels like you get so much more airtime now on that final portion when you're coming back over the hill. An incredible ride. See that line there going into the grist mill, stretch way back there into Lower Craftsman's Valley. That's all folks waiting in line to get their cinnamon bread. Here at the bakery, just inside the front gate, they actually have some Flower and Food Festival bakery treats and some really good looking cookies and cupcakes. This is the Cuban Sandwich, and it comes with plantain chips and mango salsa. So pretty good looking Cuban sandwich there with the mustard, pickles, meat, and the cheese. So we'll see how this tastes. Also went ahead and got my 4th punch for the fish and chips. So just a pretty small serving here. It looks pretty good and it smells good. They were hand dipping it over there in the window though. So this was $10.99, and then the Cuban and chips was $9.99. So pretty similar pricing here. So both of those were very good. Enjoyed the Cuban. It was like an authentic Cuban sandwich, very tasty. The plantains were good with the mango salsa. The fish and chips were good. The fish, like I said, it was hand dipped over there. It tasted very fresh, as did the fries. Those fries, unlike the fries we had earlier over with the corn dog, actually tasted like they were hand cut. So those tasted like they were very fresh fries. So enjoyed both of those. Can't really compare the two, so I can't say which one was my favorite because I enjoyed them both. Still thinking that the favorite of the day has been the Bulgogi Nachos. I'm probably going to get some more of those actually before we head home today. So yeah, pretty good selections of food here at the Flower and Food Festival at Dollywood. Alright, so there are the beef bulgogi. I actually asked this time how to say it right. It's Bulgogi Nachos. The winner, I guess, the best dish that I've determined from Dollywood's Flower and Food Festival. Had this one earlier and now come back to it to have it again before leaving the park today. So you absolutely must try this. If you come during Flower and Food Festival, this is amazing. You're not going to want to miss it. The best dish, in my opinion, at Dollywood during this festival. The beef bulgogi nachos. So a final thought on the food portion of the Flower and Food Festival, specifically the lanyard. I look back and I paid $31 after tax for the lanyard. And then I actually added up all the cost of all the food that I purchased today with using the lanyard, and it was $53. So there was about a $22 of value that I got by using the lanyard. So absolutely would say if you're coming, you want to try a lot of the food, absolutely get the lanyard. Absolutely worth it. However, it is a lot of food, and you know, if you only want to try a dish or two, then definitely don't spend all that money on the lanyard. Just, you know, most of the dishes seem to be around $9 to $11 for most of the entrees. So just consider what food purchases you might be wanting to make here at the Flower and Food Festival. If you want to try 5 entrees or maybe even more, then definitely get the lanyard. It's a great value. Glad to see that Dollywood rolled that out. As for the food itself, wasn't overly impressed. I think I like just the regular Dollywood food better than the food that was offered for the Flower and Food Festival. Other than the Bulgogi Nachos, those are actually very, very good. And I would actually like to see Dollywood have that as a regular dish here at the park. That was just phenomenal, and had it twice today, loved it both times. So just my thoughts on the Flower and Food Festival and the food lanyard. Thumbs up on the food lanyard. Absolutely purchase if you want to try the food here at the festival. And of course, I should also say here, the value of it all depends on what food you're getting. I only had that, you know, positive net $22 value on the lanyard because I chose those entrees that were $9 to $11, the most expensive ones. So just be careful how you use it. If you want to go up somewhere and get a drink, one of the drinks, they're like $4 or $5, just pay for that with cash and save that entry on your lanyard for one of the more expensive options. So this is another thing that is available for the lanyard, but I've already punched all mine, so just purchase this at $6.99. This is the fresh berry and lavender funnel cake. Dolly and Robin Roberts actually made one of these on Good Morning America today, live from Dollywood. But this looks incredible, and I'm sure it's going to be very tasty. Well, folks, that's going to do it for our day here at Dollywood. It's actually almost 7:30. The park closed about 30 minutes ago. Did get some of those baked goods that I talked about that I wanted. They're in a bag right now, so I can't really show them. Got a cupcake too. So I'm sure they're delicious. Everything at Dollywood's delicious. It has been a great day. I can't say enough good things about Dollywood. Of course, I've been here several times now. If you're new to my channel, go back and check out my Dollywood playlist and you'll see all of those Dollywood videos. You'll see how much I love the park. But really, I can't say anything about Dollywood today because I'm so excited and so happy and so grateful that I got to see Dolly Parton at Dollywood today. It's like a bucket list item. I've always wanted to see her here at her park, and it finally happened. If you haven't been to Dollywood for their Flower and Food Festival, you don't want to miss it. Get out here to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and check it out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to please subscribe. We will have more Dollywood content coming. I've already done a lot this year. This is my second time here this year. But for now, from Tram Stop A as an Applejack here at Dollywood, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Maybe Dolly Parton will be there too. Goodbye, everybody.